BRIGADE Hotel Ventures Limited initial public offering to open on Thursday, 24th July 2025. Price band fixed at 85 rupees to 90 rupees per equity share of face value of 10 rupees each. The anchor investor bidding date is one working day prior to bid issue opening date, being Wednesday, 23rd July 2025. Times bids can be made for a minimum of 166 equity shares and in multiples of 166 equity shares thereafter. Times a discount of 3 rupees per equity share is being offered to eligible employees bidding in the employee reservation portion. The total issue size comprises of a fresh issue of equity shares of face value of 10 rupees each aggregating up to 7,596 rupee millions. Price band of the issue is fixed at 85 rupees to 90 rupees per equity share. This issue is being made in terms of Rule 19(2)(b) of the SCRR read with Regulation 31 of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, Issue of Capital and Disclosure Requirements, Regulation 2018, as amended, SEBI ICDR Regulations. The issue is being made through the book building process and is in compliance with Regulation 6(2) of the SEBI ICDR Regulations, wherein not less than 75% of the net issue shall be available for allocation on a proportionate basis to qualified institutional buyers, QIBs, and such portion, the QIB portion, provided that our company in consultation with the BRLMs, may allocate up to 60% of the QIB portion to anchor investors on a discretionary basis in accordance with the SEBI ICDR Regulations, anchor investor portion, of which at least one-third shall be available for allocation to mutual funds, subject to valid bids being received from mutual funds at or above the Anchor Investor Allocation Price, in accordance with the SEBI ICDR Regulations.
Hotel Ventures Limited. BRIGADE Hotel Ventures is a 100% subsidiary of BRIGADE Enterprises Limited. We are in business for the last 38 years, BRIGADE Enterprises. We have 4 verticals: real estate, office leasing and owning, retail malls, multiplexes and hotels. BRIGADE has done more than 300 buildings with 100 million square feet plus as on 31st March 25 and more than 50,000 customers in 7 cities. BRIGADE Enterprises shares itself were listed in December of 2007. It's about 18 years back, and thankfully the share has appreciated between 700 to 900% over a period of these years. And we have given one bonus issue in 2019, and it has been a consistently dividend-paying company since its listing and even before. The last, even during COVID time, demonetization time and all the troubled times also. And the last dividend we paid was 25%.
The team, so we've had a very stable team and a team that has seen this portfolio grow to where it is now, and a team that will stay with us for the next phase of growth as well. A little bit on the personal side, I have always been interested in hospitality as a child, because every time we traveled or visited a hotel, we would do the full dissection of, as a family over dinner, as to what went right, what could have been better, and so that keen interest has always been there in this asset class. In fact, during my college days, I did an internship in the Leela Palace in Bangalore in front office and sales, and also in 4 Seasons in Singapore, where the internship was in finance and housekeeping. So I have had my share of making beds, of cleaning overflowing toilets, of clearing the trash in hotel rooms, and I have worked pretty much in most of the departments, even in hotel operations perspective. Then of course post-COVID, we are now more dependent on domestic business. As you can see in terms of domestic tourists, there are expected to be 5 billion domestic tourists by 2030. I mean, of course, you can have the same tourists doing multiple locations, so that's why the number is at 5 billion. Here, this slide basically shows the 5 cities in which we operate, and the air passenger traffic movement. So these are the 5 cities we currently operate in, and they get about 29% of the overall air passenger traffic movement. But when you look at it from a hospitality hotel supply perspective, these markets currently have only 23% of the country's hotel supply. Fast forward 5 years, this hotel supply share is actually going to fall to 19.5%. What that means is the number of people traveling to these cities is increasing, but the number of hotel rooms in these cities compared to the rest of the country is actually declining. So these cities are actually going to have fewer hotel rooms than they actually need. So this again goes to show how the supply demand dynamics are in our favor.